You walk him, feed him, even keep him warm at night. But none of that reveals what he truly feels about you. The real secret is written in the way he sleeps. Curled tight, sprawled out, or belly up, every pose has a hidden meaning. Most owners miss these quiet signals of trust, health, and happiness. But once you know them, you'll never look at your dog sleep the same way again. So let's get started. The crazy legs. Belly up, legs everywhere. This isn't just trust. This is your dog saying, "My human is fearlessly authentic. You're a fearless heart. You live authentically, speak your truth, and inspire others to be vulnerable." Your dog feels so safe with your energy, they can expose their most vulnerable parts. In the wild, no animal would dare show their belly. It's suicide. But your dog does this because you create an environment of complete emotional safety. You're the rare person who doesn't judge, doesn't criticize, and accepts people exactly as they are. Your authentic energy gives others permission to drop their masks and be real. When your dog sleeps belly up, they're celebrating your courage to be genuinely yourself in a world full of fake people. You make vulnerability feel powerful instead of scary. But here's where it gets weird. There's another position that reveals something even deeper about your soul connection. The cuddlebug. When your dog presses their spine against yours, they're not just seeking warmth. They're completing an energy circuit. You're a soul connector. You have the rare ability to make others feel truly seen and understood. Your dog literally fuses with your energy because you're their emotional safe harbor. This position mimics how puppies sleep in a pile. It's about survival through connection. Your dog chooses this because you have that magical quality that makes people feel less alone in the world. You're the friend who remembers important details, who listens without trying to fix, who makes others feel valued just by being present. Your energy is so nurturing that your dog needs physical contact to fully absorb your healing vibrations. People with cuddlebug dogs are 73% more likely to be the friend everyone calls during a crisis because you have this incredible gift of emotional availability. But then I discovered something that scared me. There's one position that reveals a personality trait so intense, therapists use it to identify childhood trauma survivors. The Superman. The Superman, flat belly, legs stretched out. Your dog isn't just ready to play. They're ready to support you when your hidden leadership qualities need backup. You're a hidden leader. You doubt your own power, but others naturally follow you. Your dog stays in ready position because they sense your untapped potential. This position allows instant movement. Your dog can spring into action within seconds. They do this because they recognize something in you that you don't see in yourself yet. You're the person who quietly influences others, who leads by example rather than by force. You have natural charisma, but you question your own abilities constantly. Your dog sees your leadership potential clearly and positions themselves to support you when you finally step into your power. Jessica's dog slept in Superman for months. Turns out she was meant to start her own nonprofit organization. Her dog knew she was a leader before she did. And if your dog sleeps like this next position, you need to hear what I'm about to tell you. It reveals the rarest personality type of all. The side sleeper. The side sleeping, completely relaxed, dreaming deeply. This is the rarest personality type of all. You're a peaceful warrior. You found inner peace that most people spend their entire lives seeking. Your energy is so calm, your dog can achieve the deepest sleep possible near you. This is the position where dogs enter REM, sleep and dream, most vividly. Your dog only does this when they feel absolutely zero threat or tension in their environment. You're that rare person who has conquered your inner demons and found genuine contentment. You don't need external validation, you don't create drama, and you have this Zen-like ability to stay centered even when chaos surrounds you. Your peaceful energy is so powerful that it literally changes your dog's brainwaves, allowing them to reach the deepest healing sleep stages. Only 12% of dog owners have peaceful warrior energy. If this is your dog, you're rarer than you think, and you've achieved something most people never will. But what if your dog does the opposite? What if they curl into a protective ball even when it's warm? This reveals a hidden truth you've been carrying alone. The donut. If your dog curls into a tight ball even when it's warm, they've detected something about you that you're hiding from the world. You're a guardian soul. You protect everyone else, but forget to protect yourself. Your dog becomes a mirror of your hidden anxiety. This ancient survival position isn't just about warmth. It's about emotional protection. When your dog sees you carrying stress, worry, or unspoken fears, they instinctively curl up to match your guarded energy. You're the person everyone comes to for help, but you never ask for help yourself. Your dog knows you're silently struggling with something, so they create their own emotional fortress to mirror yours. Jessica's dog slept in the donut for 6 months straight because Jessica was guarding a secret trauma that was eating her alive from the inside. Speaking of protection, there's one position that shows your dog isn't just sleeping. They're standing guard over your wounded heart. The lion pose. Your dog isn't guarding the house. They're guarding your sensitive heart. You're a vigilant protector. You've been hurt before, so you stay alert for others' pain. Your dog mirrors your protective energy by staying partially awake. This position looks restful, but every muscle is slightly tense, ready for instant action. Your dog does this because they recognize that you're always scanning for threats, not physical ones, but emotional ones. You're hyper-aware of people's feelings, you anticipate problems before they happen, and you've trained yourself to always be ready to help or defend others. Your hypersensitivity comes from past wounds that taught you to stay alert. Your dog adopts this same energy pattern, sleeping but not fully letting their guard down. But here's what most vigilant protectors don't realize. You're so busy protecting others, you forgot to heal yourself. Your dog is showing you that it's time to rest deeply, too. Remember Jessica? When she understood her dog's message, she finally told someone about her childhood trauma for the first time in 15 years. Her dog stopped sleeping in the donut that same week, because Jessica finally felt safe enough to let her guard down. Sleeping on your clothes. This isn't about scent. This is about energy absorption. You're an empath. You absorb everyone's emotions so deeply that you forget where you end and others begin. Your dog sleeps on your clothes to literally soak up your excess emotional energy. Your clothing holds your energetic imprint, all the emotions you've absorbed throughout the day from other people. Your dog instinctively knows you're carrying emotional weight that isn't even yours, and they try to help by absorbing some of it through your scent and energy signature. You're the person who walks into a room and immediately feels everyone's mood, who can't watch sad movies because you feel the character's pain too intensely, who gets exhausted in crowds because you're unknowingly processing everyone's emotional state. Your dog recognizes your gift and your burden, so they position themselves on your personal items to help filter and process the emotional overflow. If this is your dog, you need to hear this. You can't heal the world by carrying its pain inside your own heart. But there's one behavior that reveals the deepest personality type of all, and it happens before your dog even lies down. The circling ritual. The circling and digging before sleep reveals the deepest personality type of all. You're an ancient soul. You carry wisdom from past experiences. You prepare for everything, and you have an intuitive understanding of life cycles. Your dog performs this ancient ritual because they recognize your old soul energy. This behavior is thousands of years old. Wild dogs would circle to check for predators and dig to create the perfect sleeping spot. Your dog does this because you have that same deep, instinctual wisdom about preparing for what's coming. You're the person who plans ahead, who learns from patterns, who understands that everything in life is cyclical. You have an almost psychic ability to sense what people need before they ask, and you prepare accordingly. Your energy carries the weight of accumulated wisdom, and your dog honors this by performing the most ancient sleeping ritual known to canines. You're connected to something deeper than most people will ever understand: the rhythm of life itself. Now here's where things get intense. There's one position that'll make your skin crawl because it's so accurate, it's almost psychic. The stalker. You turn around and boom, there he is. 2 inches behind you. You walk to the kitchen, he follows. You go to the bathroom, he waits outside. And when you finally sit down, he positions himself where he can see you at all times. One eye cracked open, watching your every move. This isn't ordinary following. This is strategic surveillance sleeping. Here's what blew my mind. Dogs who sleep in the stalker position are usually connected to owners who've been abandoned before. Your dog senses your deepest fear, being left alone, and becomes your personal security system. Sarah from Texas told me her rescue dog did this for 2 years straight. She couldn't understand why until she realized he was healing her abandonment trauma by never abandoning her. If your dog sleeps like this, your soul is saying, "I'm afraid to trust, but I'm ready to try." But if you think the stalker is intense, wait until you hear about the military-level strategy behind this next position. The barrier guard. Your dog doesn't sleep with you. He sleeps between you and the door, or between you and your partner. Always positioning himself as a living wall, a furry fortress protecting what matters most. A military veteran told me something that gave me chills. He said, "My dog sleeps exactly like I did in Afghanistan, always between the threat and what I'm protecting." Dogs who sleep as barrier guards are connected to souls who've learned to protect others at their own expense. But here's the twist. If your dog suddenly stops being the barrier guard, it means you're finally learning to let others protect you. The next position is the complete opposite, and honestly, it broke my heart when I first discovered what it means. The invisible sleeper. This one broke my heart. Your dog finds the most hidden spot in the house, under the stairs, behind the couch, in a corner you barely notice. He makes himself invisible even when sleeping. Dr. Martinez, a canine psychologist, told me dogs who sleep invisible are usually mirroring someone who feels invisible in their own life. If your dog hides to sleep, your soul might be saying, "I'm here, but I don't think I matter." But Rebecca from Florida changed everything. When she started celebrating her dog's presence every day, saying, "I see you, I love that you're here," He moved his sleeping spot to right next to her bed. Your dog is teaching you that you deserve to be seen. From invisible to unstoppable, this next position will blow your mind because your dog becomes a prophet of your future. The dreamchaser. Your dog falls into deep sleep and suddenly his legs start running. Not just twitching, but full-on galloping in his dreams. His tail wags, he makes little excited noises, sometimes he even barks mid-dream. Scientists discovered something incredible. Dogs who dream run the most are connected to owners with unfulfilled dreams. Your dog is literally chasing the dreams you've given up on. He's running the race you stopped running. Marcus from New York messaged me crying. He said watching his dog chase dreams every night reminded him that he used to want to be a chef. 6 months later, he opened his restaurant. His dog? Still dream chasing every night, but now Marcus is chasing his dreams too. If your dog is a dream chaser, your soul is saying, "Don't give up, I'm still running toward what you really want." But sometimes it's not about running toward dreams. Sometimes your dog becomes your emotional thermostat, and this next behavior will shock you. The temperature seeker. Your dog abandons his cozy bed and chooses the coldest tile in the house, or finds the warmest spot by the heater, even when it's not that cold. He's not just seeking physical comfort, he's regulating emotional energy. Dogs who constantly seek cold surfaces are usually connected to owners with overwhelming emotions, anxiety, stress, or intense passion. The cold grounds them, calms their system. Dogs who always seek warmth, they're healing owners who've gone emotionally numb, who've shut down their hearts to protect themselves. Jennifer from Miami told me her dog started sleeping on bathroom tiles right after her divorce. When she finally processed her anger in therapy, he moved back to his warm bed. Your dog becomes your emotional thermostat, teaching you that feelings aren't meant to be avoided. They're meant to be balanced. And then there's this mysterious behavior that happens when you're fast asleep. Your dog becomes a spiritual warrior on a midnight mission. The Midnight Wanderer. You wake up at 3 a.m. and your dog isn't where you left him. You find him in the hallway, in the kitchen, sometimes just standing in a different room, wide awake. This isn't bathroom breaks or hunger. This is spiritual navigation. Dogs who become midnight wanderers are processing energy that doesn't belong to them. They're walking off trauma, anxiety, or unresolved emotions they've absorbed from their humans. Dr. Chen, an energy healer, told me something profound. Dogs are emotional vacuum cleaners. When they wander at night, they're literally walking your pain out of the house. Kevin from Portland said his rescue dog wandered every night for 6 months. The wandering stopped the exact week Kevin started grief counseling for his father's death. Your dog was carrying what you couldn't carry alone. But here's the position that defies all logic, and it might be the most powerful message your dog can send about your future. The upside-down sleeper. This one defies logic. Your dog sleeps with his head hanging off the bed, the couch, or any elevated. Surface blood rushing to his brain, looking at the world completely backwards. Veterinarians say it's harmless, but energy workers know the truth. Dogs who sleep upside down are connected to souls ready for perspective shifts. They're literally showing you how to see your life differently. The blood flow to their brain in this position actually enhances their intuitive abilities. They're downloading new information about your future while you sleep. Maria from Seattle laughed when she first saw her dog do this. 3 days later, she quit her corporate job and started her art business that she'd been dreaming about for years. Her dog had been preparing her to flip her world upside down. If your dog sleeps like this, massive change is coming, and it's going to be exactly what your soul ordered. All right, I need to ask you something that's been bothering me for months. I've noticed patterns in the comments that are absolutely mind-blowing, and I need your help to solve this mystery. Every time someone shares their dog's sleeping position, I can predict exactly what their biggest life challenge is right now. It's scary accurate. But there's one sleeping behavior that stumps me every single time. It's when dogs change their sleeping position every single night. Different spot, different pose, like they're restless or searching for something. Some of you have mentioned this in previous videos, and I've been tracking it for 6 months now. Here's what I've discovered. Dogs who constantly change sleeping positions are trying to tell their owners something urgent. But the message changes based on exactly how they're switching positions. If your dog sleeps in your bed Monday, the floor Tuesday, then the couch Wednesday, that's completely different from a dog who switches positions but stays in the same location. The first pattern means one thing, the second means something totally different. I need more data to crack this code. Comment pattern help. And tell me, does your dog switch sleeping locations or just sleeping positions? And how long has this been happening? This might be the most important discovery about dog behavior we've ever made. Plus, I'll personally analyze your specific pattern and tell you what your dog is desperately trying to communicate. But I need at least 50 responses to solve this puzzle completely.